Don't you just love a Sunday afternoon Facebook Marketplace pickup? Ian, the master of pieces, hobby eBay reseller. 50 Monster Jam, Monster Trucks for 70 quid. Just under £1.50 each, something like that. The type of things you can sell off individually or bundle together, there's sure to be a fair bit of profit in these. But I won't take you through each individual when you'll see them whenever they've sold. Got a busy episode for you today. I want to run you through those bags that I got from Conor. We'll do that later in the video. But before we get on to that, I want to run you through some bits I found at the charity shop recently and some eBay sales. Let's crack on. An impromptu charity shop haul. We'll get onto those games later. Let's go through this bag first though. Look at this. I found a RMZ City. Nope, I've never heard of them either, but it's a brand new sealed Audi Q7 for only £3. I'm having a bit of luck with these die-cast cars. That looks like really good quality. Bit of box damage, but should be some profit in that. I have never seen shoes like this before. They are handcrafted in England for vegetarian shoes. £6. There's no way of telling what size they are though. I'll have to get the tape measure out and compare them to shoes I've got in stock. Vegetarian soles on the bottom. I'm looking at soles. Could be looking at 20 quid plus postage, something like that for those. On the theme of Monster Jam, Monster Trucks, check this one out. Stone Cold Steve Austin from WWE. 50p. Should be looking at a tenner plus postage, something like that for that one. What else is in this bag? A boxed Nikon Coolpix digital camera. £4. I thought I was onto a winner here, but it's only 3.2 megapixels. If the ones that you see sell well on eBay, you're up at the 20 megapixel range. It does have all the leads and the battery charger, so it's got that going for it. I shouldn't lose much money on it, but I don't know if I'll make much either. And then just a Corgi Junior backcopter, only 10p. Why wouldn't you? No resale value, just looks very cool. Now onto this pile. These were a find. PlayStation 4 games for 50p each. Uncharted Collection, that's a £10 game, something like that. Or you could trade that into CEX for £8 voucher. Call of Duty, not really much point selling this on eBay. That'll probably go in the trade part to CEX. That's a £2 game. You're not going to say no for 50p though. This one I'm a little bit disappointed with because it's only got one disc in it. It's only got the data disc in it. It's missing the play disc. I still picked it up for 50p because I thought I might be able to source the play disc. But it only sells for about a tenner plus postage online as a complete game. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to source the play disc cheap enough. People are selling the play disc for about 7 or 8 quid. You might as well buy a complete one for that. This had a nice little story, and actually my son found this. We were going for the children's books, right? Looking for books to read at bedtime. Found the Julia Donaldson section, you know, we had Gruffalo, we had Highway Rat. Batman Incorporated, the deluxe edition graphic novel was there. My son picked it up. I've read these books before. I intercepted this pretty quick. Just to give you a little taste of the type of content that's in here, this is the first page. Yep, this is certainly not suitable for bedtime reading. So obviously what they've done in the shop, they've had a flick through, thought it was just a comic book. They've seen Batman, stuck it in with the kids' stuff. I paid £1 for that. I'm going to read it. On the back, right, this would have been 23 quid, brand new. Sells for about tenner plus postage on eBay. Couple of Scrabble originals there. They were only £1.99 each. I've checked these both complete. £10 plus postage each, something like that. And then this little orangutan was only 10p. Schleck. No value. He's just cool. So that impromptu charity shop trip brought around some fairly decent finds. Right, let's check out some eBay solds and then we'll run through what I got from Conor. Wednesday, Thursday, it's been a busy one. First sale. Sold a jigsaw puzzle. Not sold a jigsaw for a while, but this isn't your ordinary jigsaw puzzle. 2,000 piecer, and it's made by Hay. Keep an eye out for Hay jigsaw puzzles. They do really well. This one has hung around, but it's gone for £22.50 all in. We actually did this one. Really fun one to do. It's got everything going for it, hasn't it? Good number of pieces, good brand, and a nice interesting picture as well. Next up, we've got a box set of books. This is Beast Quest Series 2. 6 paperback books in there. I didn't check sold listings when I bought this. I just had in my head Beast Quest is a nice strong title to look out for. And actually, if you can get Series 1, 2 and 3 bundled together, they do go pretty well. On its own, Series 2 has gone for a tenner all in. Next up, we've got Spot the dog. He needs absolutely no introduction, does he? Paid 50p in the charity shop. He was just at the bottom of one of those plush bins. It's from 1983. Great bit of age about him. Nice colour too. You can imagine these might get faded over time. That one's gone for £12.50 all in. Nice brand to look out for. Dinky Toys. This is the Chieftain tank. Obviously doesn't have the tracks on it. You can see that there. And it's not in the best condition. Stickers have all peeled off. Lots of paint scratches. The little mechanism works. That fires out little BB pellets. I paid 99 pence for that one. I bought it because of the brand. That's gone for 10 quid all in. Next up, we have got the disc only version of Resident Evil 2. Disc 1 and disc 2. Now, I have seen people selling these off individually, and I could have probably done that and got a little bit more. But I sold them as a pair. They've gone for 20 quid all in. This is a cool sale. It's just a Furby, but it's got the box, and you rarely see these with the box. In there, I've got the original packaging. I need to rearrange it a bit. And I've got the instructions in there, tested and working. Now that has sold for 35 quid all in. Now when I've sold Furbies before second hand, typically they go for what, 10 to 15 pounds. I've not sold them for a while, and I haven't sold a pink one before, I don't think. But the box and those instructions have definitely added value to this. I bought about 10 of these 2 summers ago at the boot sale. These Southern Comfort trucker caps. They've still got the cardboard in there, so I've been selling them off as brand new. This is the last one to sell, and this has gone for 15 quid all in. I think at the time I bought them for like £1 each maybe, so a nice repeat listing and a nice bit of profit. Another nice repeat listing, and these are really flying at the minute. I've sold another load of these Match Attacks cards, and I got these from that big box for free not too long ago actually. I have sold 7 of these neon limited edition Messis and 1 of the 100 Club Mbappes, all for 5 quid each. That's 40 quid's worth of cards there. All it's going to cost me to post is the cost of a postage stamp. Now, I have been tempted to tweak the price of these and up them. Mine are currently the cheapest on there. I maybe could add an extra 25 pence on there and be competitive with the next lowest, but I want people to buy mine. And for the sake of 25p, I'm glad these are flying. Absolute reseller staple, Bop It. This is the Extreme 2 version. I sold this one for £18.50 all in. I did have to clean out the battery acid, but I've got it all working. This one isn't in the best condition. Scratches on there. You find these rubber bits get a bit damaged. And because of that condition, I have sold this at the cheaper end of them, but it's gone. Now this year, I want to learn a lot more about these toys because I see them everywhere. Charity shops, boot sales. They're the Marvel Titan figures. What I got here is 5 larger Guardians of the Galaxy figures. And I got a little Rocket Raccoon in the mix as well. Now these, without the weapons, I've gone for 30 quid plus postage. If I was to sell these off individually, Groot would be the most valuable one there. So I've used him to lift the price of this whole bundle and get them sold. Nice bit of profit in those, but I think you've got to be very careful with the figures you buy in this range. If you've got the basic ones, Spider-Man, Batman, loads on eBay don't really command the high prices. As with anything, the niche characters or the nice bundles, they're the ones that are going to make you the money. Now, for those of you new to the channel that have never seen me do a trade with Conor before, you are in for a treat. Conor the Welsh Pokepicker is a great reseller. He's got such an eye for a bargain, and he finds some really quality bits. And over the past couple of years, me and Conor have got to know each other really well, and we've come up with this little agreement. Now, Conor loves Pokemon cards, and he likes to get them graded. So what I do is I take the cards from Conor and I send them to Ace Grading. I pay for all the fees, handle all the postage, handle everything to do with the process. Rather than Conor paying me using cash, Conor pays me with some of his stock that he's found. The benefit for Conor is he doesn't have to part with the cash. He doesn't have to raise the cash to get his cards graded. The benefit for me is the value of stock Conor gives me is more than what it costs me to grade the cards. So I make a bit of profit. But the key thing for me is a lot of this stuff I just would never have thought about picking up in the first place. It's a great learning opportunity for me. And there are usually a few bolos in here. And there's also usually a few things mixed in which will go straight into the collection. Let's dive into these bags. First bag, we have got a ton of vintage Trackmaster. Looks like a good mixture of trains and carriages as well. You've already seen that one, Duck. That's a £25 train plus postage. Diesel, bundling together with some of the tankers in there, tenner plus postage. Diesel 10, another tenner plus postage. Splatter and Dodge, that's a nice little pairing, £25 plus postage for those. Toby the Tran, tenner plus postage. That's Elizabeth. On a good day, that's a tenner plus postage as well. And then there's 4 Thomas the Tanks. If you get those Thomas bundles right with a nice mixture of wagons, 8, 9, 10 quid each. All in all, that's about 100 quid worth of Trackmaster in there. We got a couple of Squishmallows, and these I will be looking out for all the time now and picking them up whenever I see them. The solds, particularly for some of the older ones, are really quite surprising. I will need to check these ones up individually, but they're pretty cute. These are cool. I love these old books. Not usually that much resale value to them, but I like to read these to my kids. Masters of the Universe Iron Master. One for the collection. Transformers Decepticon Hideout. Ghostbusters Cabinet of Calamari. Who comes up with those titles? Drool of the Dog-Faced Goblin. That's quite cool. Ghostbusters RS. And a couple of nice Batman books there. Check them out. And in the bottom here, I'm not going to get it all out. We've got some die-cast Thomas. We've got some die-cast Noddy. Postman Pat. Just old school vintage cars and vehicles. A lot of that stuff will bundle up pretty well. Pack of Top Trumps in there too. Whoa. Challenge of the GoBots annual. 1987. So GoBots predated Transformers. That is going to be a cool read. Oh, yes. Transformers the movie. VHS. Don't have the VHS version. Got the DVD. That'll be going in the collection on the shelf. I've got a ton of Goosebumps books here. I used to read these all the time when I was little. We've got 6 of the originals there. And then 4 modern ones there. Now this is going to be a new little collection for me. I'm going to be trying to complete the whole of the original series of Goosebumps books. So Con, you've started me off on that. Ah, here he is. Party time Garfield. Or is he a clown? Or is he a jester? I don't know. He looks happy either way, doesn't he? This is a Dakin one from 1981. A little bit of damage to his bow there, but all in all, reasonable condition. You've got to look out for the scratches on their eyes. This is exactly the type of item which I would have just ignored and never looked at. Pusheen. Solds on those, and there aren't too many to be honest. The sell-through rate is terrible. But that could be a £20 plus postage teddy, that. This is what you like to see. A big bag of vintage action figures. We got Batman ones in here. He's neat, isn't he? We got Doctor Who figures in here. That's an old one. Old Garfield. He's out of Robin Hood. That's a Kenner one. A bag load of them. Won't go through them all, but these are some I picked out for the collection. From 1989, Joker. There's Robin there. Look at this penguin. Look at the size on him. He's had a good Christmas, hasn't he? But this is part of the problem with these poker pickups. Half of the stuff I don't ever end up selling. It all just ends up on my shelf in the collection. It's kind of why I love doing it, really. Oh, hang on. Look at this in the bottom. That's an old Micro Machines set. Look at that. 6 little original Micro Machines. Galoob as well. Yep, official Micro Machines. Now, some of these individually can sell for an absolute bomb. They will obviously bundle up really, really well. I do have another Micro Machine set down there, which needs listing. So that could add to that bundle really nicely. Schleck Donkey. And then I've purposely saved the best till last. I've been dying to show you this. From 1997, we have got a Beast Wars Optimus. What a figure. Now, I don't have many Beast Wars Transformers in my collection. This will be pride and place. Excellent condition. The thing I do like about the Beast Wars figures is this kind of metallic paint finish. And who wouldn't like a gorilla that transforms into a spaceship? Considering this age and how easily scratched and damaged these are, this is in excellent condition. There is a few scuffs on it. And actually, I'm bidding on eBay at the minute for some of the missing pieces. Should have some little plates that attach to the side of his arms. And also a couple of the missiles. If I can get those, this will be a lovely little piece. Brilliant. Con, thanks ever so much. I love doing these swaps. You just find some really cool items. I learn a heck of a lot from it. And you just get some amazing stuff for the collection. Guys, jump over to Conor's channel. He's going to do a video if you're interested in the cards he's sending off. But he does regular videos about all the stuff he's picking up to resell. Great channel. Check it out. I'm going to find a place for this one on the shelf. In the meantime, check out some more eBay solds. Let's run through Friday's sales. First up, a little bit of a bolo for you actually. Keep an eye out for the complete collection of A Touch of Frost. 16 series split across 2 big boxes like that. It's really easy to check if it's complete because on the top there, it tells you how many discs are in each box. 29 discs in total, and that is sold for 25 quid all in. Next up, we've got a Marvel Titan figure. This is Falcon. If you spot this one out in the wild, check that it's got both wings. There is a blue version. That one seems to be a bit more popular. This red version has gone for £10 all in. More Match Attacks cards to show you. I've sold 2 Kylian Mbappe cards. I've only got 2 of those left. And I've sold 2 of the limited edition Messis. That is 11 of those now I've sold in the last 4 days. 55 quid's worth of Messi cards. And I've sold 9 of those in the past week, 45 quid's worth. I've sold £100 worth of Messi and Mbappe Match Attacks in the past week. Mad. Now this is one of the heaviest items I've actually ever sold. You can see most of my items are less than a kilo, small toys. But I've actually sold the amplifier from the Technics Hi-Fi stack system. I decided to part them all out. I've tested them all, they all work. But I think I can get more profit selling them on individually. And this one has sold within a week, 65 quid all in. So with this sale alone, I've got my money back. Whenever I sell some more of that hi-fi equipment, that's when I'm going to be hitting the profits. Here's a little sale that crept in last minute Friday. The Ultimate DVD Collector's Set, James Bond, 22 films in there, DVDs. And that one's gone for 20 quid all in. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like, hit that subscribe. There's Optimal Optimist down there. Shout out to Owen Morgan, first comment of the last video. And actually a regular commenter in lots of my videos as well. So Owen, thanks so much for the support. Get your comments in now. You might be the first one today. My next long video will be on Wednesday, where we hit the charity shops to try and find some more bits to resell on eBay or add to the collection. I will keep up with my regular short videos, so check those out too. Catch up with you soon, guys.